Hey everyone, so I'd just like to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Benjamin Pirkey. I'm currently at UCF's, I'm currently in the UCF program for game design. I'll be graduating in December, and I want to show you a little bit about the game that we're making in our game design workshop class over the summer called Data Dash. I'm in charge of two of the levels. One of them is called Biolab, which I will show you soon, and this one is called Rooftops, which is still a work in progress, but I just kind of want to show you the mentality of what I do when I design a map for this game, and some of the fun stuff I like to add to the levels to help spruce it up. So currently, I'm still waiting on textures from some of my artists, so a lot of the things, like all these shops and these residential buildings, are pretty much just bland right now, but we should have those in either today or tomorrow. We've got a lot of other lights. This is a texture I was messing around with, so this is not finalized, but it's an emissive texture. So basically it'll just glow in certain parts. So instead of making this whole strip purple or something, I can make just a much tinier strip like red, and it adds cool effects to the game. These are point lights, and these are our little futuristic street lamps. They just kind of hover and provide light to the city. These are some billboards that help people understand that, hey, look, there's a track here and there's a track here. So when you're coming down the road from way down this way, you don't get confused when you see another track. There's an arrow telling you which way to go. And we've got various other buildings and some signs. A lot of the signs, for instance, this is the cake from Portal, so obviously that's not mine. I'm not trying to take credit for any of that either. There's a Batman logo. You know, just a lot of fun stuff to add to the level and spruce it up. So I'm going to play through the game real quick. We still have some problems with lag on some frame rates and stuff, but at least at the beginning it's pretty smooth. So we got a kart racer. Basically, you know, we just drive around the track. I'll try not to go too fast and crash into walls. But it's going to be of up to 8 people, or 6 or 8 players, and then we're going to be able to basically there's be power-ups and boosts and stuff that we'll get to do. So this part of the map gets pretty dark, but it's still enough light from the light that's placed over here to show you where the track is. And then something that I like to do is I think that a kart racer should have jumps. So a lot of my stuff has jumps in it. See, still got some kart physics issues to deal with, but I think that we should have jumps because jumps are fun. Anyway, as you go through the level, there's a whole bunch of different things. Sometimes I make fun of even things that are in the level. Like there's a little sign over this that said homemade signs, and it was all horrible looking. And then later on in the level, there's actually a sign that said professional signs, and it's like professional looking. And then there's various shops. Ooh. Hey, we made it! Magical. Alright. So we continue to go through the level. This is kind of like the residential district of the downtown futuristic city. And then you jump down here. Hopefully it'll be fine. And it's fine also. Going the wrong way though. And then this is kind of like the red light district, just because I made the lighting a little bit more red. And I put up this little sign that's got, you know, some woman. Anyway. And then you continue to go through the level, and now you're back on the first floor. And then there's this big long straightaway, and then there's the this is pretty much the start-finish line right about here. And then you continue to go around it again. So you can tell I'm kind of bad at racing with the current controls, but I just wanted to show you how it looks from when you actually make a lap. It's way more fun and smoother when you're in Unreal though. So we're using Unreal 4 patch 4.2, and most of these assets were either, like some of the assets, like all the residential buildings and the little tiny shops that are over here, these are built from 2 of my artists that have been doing stuff. Otherwise, I did all these signs. I mean, I didn't actually make like the designs for most of the signs. Like this is Kaiju from Pacific Rim, but I made the actual signs and how they glow, and like you can go on here and check out the blueprint and stuff. Someone helped me with this from FIA, which is really cool. UCF's grad school for gaming. Anyway, so there's a bunch of buildings. When you click unlit, which can show more of the buildings. Like there's these big corporate-y looking buildings that are up top, but you don't really see them because it's super dark. Because on purposely, we don't want, or to reduce the amount of polygons in a level and the performance, to increase performance, I made it so that there's not lots of stuff behind, like outside the map really. It just is really dark and it's not lit up, so you don't have to worry about it. So we go back to lit mode, see, and then you can see everything that's lit, that needs to be lit is lit, but otherwise there's nothing else to detract from performance or gameplay. And this arena is this is kind of like a semi-futuristic, like giant sports arena, or just like a performance art center or something for the city. Also, we have AI, so these are AI bots that when they start, they just kind of go around the track. Anyway, I think that's enough of, see, I love Easter eggs. Anyway, so that's enough of rooftops, so I'm going to open up Biolab real quick, and this is a mostly finalized map. There's still some polishing up to do that we can do if we choose to, but overall, I don't think I changed anything. Overall, the map is done. We just have some performance issues to kind of work out. I'll try and show you a top-down view first, though. So Biolab is a tropical island. There's a volcano. There's this little section towards the end of the towards each lap where there's an actual biolab. It's kind of got influence from the Jurassic Park Welcome Center from the movies. And there's also, it's just surrounded by, you know, this big body of water. There's trees everywhere. There's and the racetrack kind of goes through this. It's not really a forest, but a darkened section with lots of trees that kind of makes you seem like you're going through kind of a tropical forest. It just helps split the visual style from the openness that is near the volcano and around the edge in this direction. From kind of like this mysterious, you know, section. I don't know. But there's also jumps because I love jumps. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. We even got a volcano. Alright, so this is, I'm going to find a top-down view. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so this is a top-down view of the map. So we've got over to the bottom right. Actually, let's start right here. This is the main. Right in the center of the screen, that's where the start of the track is, technically. That's where the start-finish line is. So then you go around this area, and there's this little, oh, there's even a boat in the distance. And there's this little volcano, that's kind of just an old volcano that helped make the island. And then there's a bunch of trees. Actually, some of these trees shouldn't be here, but we've got this cool volcano with this awesome texture that glows, or lights that are making it glow, and it's got fire, you know, fire and brimstone, you know. Anyway, it's just a cool looking thing. So when you go by the track, you've got this volcano that's glowing, it's got lava and stuff, and then it goes down towards the water. And there's another section that goes down this way, and then right here you get a nice overview of the island. You can just whoosh, and you go down here, and you get to choose which side you want to go to. Both from a game design standpoint, it's probably best to go to the left one, just because I made it a little bit more advantageous for the player, because it's not like the default track. If you're not really paying attention, you could actually just go by this and not realize that there's a track there until later. So you should always make the secret one just a little bit better, otherwise there's no point in going through it. Ooh. So we go through here, and then we go up this little area, and this jumps over the main section of the track right here. And then there's these cool little kind of tribal giant rocks that are coming up. There's a plane that flies around the map. It's not flying now because the game's not in session, but it's there. And then there's just this open area with some huts, and that's pretty much the level. So I did all the landscaping, all the design. I did all the lighting except for the skybox. They changed. Some of my team went in after I had pretty much finished the level, and you know, got a different perspective from what I was as a game designer. and they made it a little bit darker, which I really like actually, because I like the shadows. The shadows make it look a lot cooler. You know, I'm not perfect. I can't really, as a person, it's hard to step back and just like look at stuff when it's what you created. And then there's these this is the cool little biolab that's down the bottom here, where the biological or the agriculture AI is supposed to be doing his research and stuff. Anyway, then you jump through here, or you don't jump, you go around the track. It goes down, and then these are some blocking volumes right here, these little things, so you don't fly off the sides accidentally. So if you hit it, it should just knock you back into the track, which is nice. It helps people not die, and it makes it less frustrating as a player in case you mess up. And then you go around here, this big loop, and then you go underneath the main section here that you just went through, and then you're done. This is about the end right here. So it's pretty fun. Some texture stuff that, some of these textures aren't super high quality because never really worked in this before. But this is a couple months. This is about 2 months into the class, and I think it looks pretty awesome. I mean, there's some stuff that could change. If I could restart it, I would have we would have to do some things with levels of detail, or LODs, where basically from super far away, that tree with thousands of polygons perhaps would only be maybe 100 or a couple hundred polygons from way out here, and the game engine would just make it lower quality until you got closer to it and actually wanted to see the high quality polys. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty awesome. So could probably change the water to make it. This is the original water, and this is supposed to be during the middle of the day, so the water was made for middle of the day environments, I guess, for the lighting. So now that the environment is, or the lighting is more like dusk, about to sunset, this kind of seems out of place with its super blueness. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty cool. And there's some red lighting and stuff to make this kind of pop out. And I'll play through the track real quick, just to give you guys. Ooh, this is a different cart that we have. This one's a lot more fun, I think. Here's the AI. Some of the AI still a little bit buggy, but and somehow are like super heavy. Like that, if they hit you, they could just knock you off the track. Woo! See, jumps are fun. There's a plane that just went by. Then we go around the volcano. There's a nice big jump here. I think there's a boat. Yep, there's a little boat on the outside. And see, the performance kind of drops when you get into this section here. But it gives you a really cool view, and the long shadows definitely make it look really cool. I mean, I think I should add some more lighting though, because it is a little bit dark, and the player has always things to be improved. Then you get up here and you get a really cool view of the island, again, because you get to see the volcano in the distance before you kind of turn back around. Also, this card's really fast, so sometimes it kind of goes through parts of the level, like where there's jumps that, I don't know, we might need to turn the speed down. And then there's this big jump. Woo! Physics on the cart still need a little bit of work, but the full project's not done for about another month, so we have some time to fix that up. And then you go around the biolab area. See this is not really supposed to be much of a jump, just kind of a little up area. And then you go around up towards the volcano again, and then you're back. This is the starting line right here. So anyway, thanks for checking it out. Once again, my name is Ben Pirkey. I'm a game design student at UCF, just showing you our current project called Data Dash in Unreal. It's been a lot of fun to work on. Still got plenty to do, but just wanted to show you what it looks like so far. So, thanks for watching.